morning everyone. So we are here with another video with another new lesson, which is a very short story and a fun story. So let's get started with another lesson, which is unit 2, karatekitten. Okay, so a reading. Okay, so karatekitten. So when Rohit was 9 years old, his family lived in a small town. His father Rajarao was a clerk in Rao and Rao company. Janki, Rohit's mother, was a housewife. She used to be alone in the daytime when Rohit went to school and Rajarao went to his company for his office work. She wanted to have a pet animal in his home. Why? Because she was feeling very lonely all the day. She asked Rohit's father several times for a pet, but Rohit also supported his mother. Many days passed, but Rajarao did not bring home any pet. So the days was going like this only, but the Rohit's father was not responding to his wife that he want a small pet in his home. Okay. Janki said to herself, I should get a pet on my own. So one day what happened? Janki has decided that she will bring a pet on his own. Okay, on her own. One morning, Janki and Rohit went to a pet shop on Mahatma Gandhi Road near the clock tower. So one day what happened? Janki and Rohit has decided that we both will go to pet shop and will buy a one small pet. Okay, so they have went to the shop which is at Mahatma Gandhi Road near the clock tower. The pleasant shopkeeper welcomed them. Janki explained her problem to the shopkeeper. So the shopkeeper was very much attractive and pleasant that he was attending to his customers, and the Janki has started telling her problem that he is alone in the day and want to buy a pet. The young shopkeeper advised Janki to buy a kitten. Why a kitten? Because it's special. What is special about kitten? Janki asked. So what did the shopkeeper said? It is a karate kitten trained in Japan, madam. It is the only karate kitten in India. What does it do? Rohit asked shopkeeper curiously. Curiously means eagerly. Eagerly Rohit asked the shopkeeper that what is so special about the karate kitten. Karate, said the shopkeeper. I'll give you a lot of entertainment. Karate. Rohit and his mother shouted at once. The shopkeeper placed an old chair in the middle of the shop. Then he brought a little kitten. It was white and cute. So the kitten is in white in color and it is very much cute. When he asked kitten, karate chair, the kitten jumped onto the chair with vigor. Vigor means vigor with energy. With full of energy, the cat jumped upon the chair. In a matter of seconds, the kitten broke the chair into pieces. Within a few seconds, the kitten broke the chair into pieces. Whoa! Rohit jumped with joy. What a wonderful kitten. So the Rohit was so excited that how the kitten is so talented. Okay. Janki paid for the kitten. Rohit and his mother left for the house. So Janki had decided that she is going to buy this karate kitten only, and she paid to the shopkeeper for the kitten, and they both and the Rohit and Janki left for the home. When they reached home, they made karate kitten smashed old boxes, crockery and other useless articles. So as soon as they reached home, what Janki and Rohit did, they started telling the karate kitten to smash the old boxes, crockery and other useless utensils or articles. Rohit was very excited and waiting for his father. So Rohit was so excited and he is waiting for his father to tell about the karate kitten. He was curious to tell him about the karate kitten. As just now I said, the Rohit was so excited that he want to tell his father about the talent that the karate kitten had. Rohit was so happy and was enjoying so much with the karate kitten. He started singing a song on the karate kitten. Karate kitten jumps here and there, beating things everywhere. Karate kitten pounces here and there, kicking things everywhere. Karate kitten hops here and down, crushing things everywhere. Karate kitten stamps here and there, smashing things everywhere. So in this way, Rohit had started singing a song and he was so enjoying with the kitten that he is loving the kitten and started singing a song what the kitten is doing, actions, how he is beating, how he is hopping. Hopping means jumping. How he is pouncing. Pouncing means attacking. So he is enjoying a lot with the kitten, which the talent he had, which is karate. Okay. When Rajarao comes home in the evening. So what happened? In the evening, Rajarao has came to house. Rohit and Janki were playing with the karate kitten. The hall was broken with the wooden pieces and crockery. So the hall was completely filled with the broken wooden pieces and crockery, which is done by the karate kitten. He was annoyed and shouted. So this made Rajarao angry and he started shouting that the hall was filled with broken wooden pieces. What's going on here? Karate practice, Daddy, said Rohit. Karate practice? Who is that karate master? Who asked this? Rajarao. Janki showed the little kitten to her husband. We bought this karate kitten this morning. It's our new pet. So Janki introduced her new kitten by saying this is our karate kitten. By saying that it is our new pet from now onwards. Rohit said proudly that it is having a talent which is karate. Karate kitten? Rajarao screamed, shouted in anger and disbelief. So as soon as he heard about the kitten, so he was like shouting, got angry and he was screaming. Yes dear, it is a new pet, Janki said softly. So his wife was convincing him that this is our new pet in a very soft voice. Kitten karate, my head, Rajarao shouted. When the kitten karate heard about the Rajarao's head, so the kitten attacked on the Rajarao's head. So whatever we tell to the kitten, he will behave in that manner with her actions. Okay. So as soon as the karate kitten heard that karate, my head, so he attacked on Rajarao's head. Oh, my head. He put his hand on his bald head. So what happened? So the karate kitten has attacked on Rajarao's head and he said he put his hand on his head, on his bald head. Okay. Janki and Rohit started bursting into laughter and they both were laughing so much while seeing those actions of the karate kitten, how the kitten is attacking on Rajarao's head. So they both were started laughing with full of joy. In this way, we have completed a very short and fun story which is called Karate Kitten. So in the next class, we are going to start grammar part, which is vocabulary and grammar. On page number 26, there is a vocabulary. So frame the sentences using words from each box. One is done for you. So one is done for you as an example. Vocabulary. Janki and Rohit saw many pets in the pet shop. Box 1 has a list of pets and box 2 has some of the physical features of it. Frame meaningful phrases using box 1 and box 2. One is done for us. Okay. So from second we have to do. So in box 1, let's read the animals' names. Dog, cat, parrot, pigeon. And in box 2, let's see the physical features of the animals and birds. Okay. Feathers, tail, beak, leg. Using these two boxes, let's frame the sentences. Okay. Let's get started. From second, a black cat with a black tail. I have used this black cat from box 1 with a black tail using its physical features. Okay, let's move on to the third one. A little parrot from box 1 with a red beak. Okay, its physical feature of the little parrot. Fourth one, a grey pigeon with short legs. So, I have taken this from box 1 and short legs are the physical features of the pigeon. Let's move on to the fifth one. A grey pigeon with grey feathers. So, grey pigeon and its grey feathers. I hope it's clear to everyone. I have done 5 for you. Remaining 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is homework. You have to do by your own. Okay, children? So, let's move on to the next bit. Okay. So, next bit, page number 27, second bit. Rohit sang a song on the karate kitten. In the last class, I have explained how the Rohit was so excited by seeing the actions of the kitten and he started singing a song with full of joy. So, he sang a song. Okay. Read the song again and write in the space given below the words which indicate action. Okay. So, the song which is sang by Rohit has so many action words. So, we have to use those action words and fill it in the space line. Okay. So, some of the action words are jump, hops, crushing, smashing, pounces. Pounces means to attack. Okay, attack. Hopping means kind of jumping only. Okay. Next, kicking, stamps. So, in this way, we have completed the second bit by writing the action words. So, these all words are called action words. So, all action words are also called as, another name for action words are called, what we called as action words? Action words are also called as verbs. So, these words are nothing but verbs, which is one of the parts of speech in grammar. So, let's move on to the next bit, which is page number 27 and it is grammar part. Okay. So, in grammar part, we are going to learn about the definition of the preposition. Preposition is one of the part of speech. Okay, basic parts of speech. So, what is preposition? Let's get into the definition. After that, we'll go into the examples and after that, we'll do some exercises and activities also. Okay. So, prepositions. Let's get into the definition. The words that is placed before noun and pronoun to show place, time, instrument, movement, manner, direction, person, etc. are called prepositions. So, in this sentence, what we are going to learn, what we are getting to know, that the preposition are always placed before the noun or pronoun. We already knew what is noun. Noun is nothing but name of the person, place, animal, thing, measurement, etc. What is pronoun? Using instead of noun, he, she, we, myself, yourself, ourself. These all are the examples of the pronoun. Okay. So, prepositions are used before the noun or else pronoun. Okay. Those words are called prepositions. Why the prepositions are placed before noun and pronoun? To show the place where the person is, to show the time, to show the instrument or any kind of tool, movement, any kind of movement, manner, direction, person. So, for this words the preposition are placed. So, let us see the examples of preposition. At, of, by, for, under, with, into, etc. these are all the examples of prepositions that we have to use in our vocabulary or else in our sentences while speaking English. Without these words, we cannot frame a single simple sentence also. Anyhow, these examples will be used. So, let's see the examples. Okay. He come at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. It is showing the time. So, showing the time at 5 p.m. See time. Next is we eat with our mouth. So, what it is showing? Instrument with our mouth. It is showing the instrument. Next is the cat run into the house. Where the cat is going? Into the house, showing some kind of movement. So, these are all the examples of prepositions. So, in the next class, we are going to do the activity and exercises of the prepositions. So, we have completed page number 27. So, take out page number 28 all of you. Let's move on to the page number 28. So, on page number what it is? Complete the sentences with the given prepositions. So, there is a list of preposition clues. So, we have to fill this passage by using prepositions. Okay. So, the clues are to, in, on, with, for. So, by using these prepositions, we have to fill this passage. So, let's get started. Priya's birthday is, which will be the preposition, right preposition? To, no, in, no, on. Is Priya's birthday is on 5th May. She was born to, no, in the year 2003. She celebrates her birthday dash her family. So, with her family and friends. Okay, every year. They brings presents dash her. They bring presents with her. Priya gives a return gift dash each of them. So, to each of them. So, in this way we have placed the prepositions in the blanks. Okay. So, these are all the prepositions that you have to use in your vocabulary when you are speaking. So, let's move on to the next bit, which is bit B. Complete the right answer. So, here we are having 10 blanks. So, we have to fill in the blanks using the correct prepositions. So, here we got the hints and clues also. So, what are the clues? Let's read it first. Good at, fond of, speak to, wait for, look at, afraid of, belong to, angry with, listen to, interested in. So, while using such words, we have to fill in the blanks. Okay. I am dash of dogs. So, I am good at, no, fond of, no, speak to, no, wait for, no, look at, no, afraid of, yes, I am afraid of dogs. Afraid of dogs. So, let's move on to the next. Madhu is dash max. Madhu is good at, fond of, speak to, wait for, look at, afraid of, belong to, angry with, listen to, interested in. Madhu is interested in max. Okay. Interested in max. So, the third one is Geeta is dash sports. Geeta is good at, fond of, speak to. So, what is the correct preposition? Geeta is Geeta is interested in sports, and the second one is by mistake which I have written. Madhu is good at max. Let's move on to the fourth one. Did you dash to your teacher? Did you speak to your teacher? Okay. Dash this song. It's beautiful. dash this song. So what will be the perfect preposition? Listen to. Listen to this song. It's beautiful. So I have completed the five. Remaining 5 are there. You have to do in your homework. So if you have any doubts, then tell me. Let me know. So let's move on to the C bit. Fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. So C bit is read the following, fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. So there is a passage, so we don't have clue in this passage. We have to write from our own, which the preposition suits the perfect blank. Okay, without clues we have to fill this passage. So let's get started. Okay, Rajarao is now dash the railway station. Rajarao is now at the railway station. At the railway station, he is waiting dash his uncle. So he is waiting for his uncle. So these are all the preposition words that we are using in this passage. Okay, for his uncle. His uncle is coming dash the Krishna Express. Coming from the Krishna Express dash Tirupati. To Tirupati. Now they are dash an auto. Now they are in an auto. In an auto. Rohit says, welcome dash our house. Welcome to our house. So these are the words which we have learned in the last class, that the examples of prepositions. So these are all the examples of prepositions what we have used in this passage. So what are the examples that we have filled in the blanks? Let's see once. At, for, from, to, in, to again. Okay. In the next class we are going to see the activities what is having on the page number 29. So let's move on to the page number 29. So page number 28 we have completed. So take out page number 29. So read the sentence which is mentioned in the box. A group of words that makes a complete sentence is called sentence. So here what is explaining what is meant by sentence. A group of words that makes a sense is called a sentence. Okay, it begins with capital letters. From class 1 we are familiar with that the first letter of the sentence should start from capital letter. Always should start our first sentence with capital letter. Okay, it ends with full stop. We are familiar with this also, that the sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, exclamation or a question mark. So whether the sentence is saying us to use a full stop, exclamation mark or a question mark, it depends upon the sentence, but it ends with such punctuations. What are the punctuations? Full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, commas, colon. These are all the punctuations. So the sentence begins with the capital letters and ends with the punctuations. Okay, let's move on to the next bit, which is bit 2. Read the following sentences. What do these sentences express? Choose the correct word from those given in the box. So we have to read the sentences which are mentioned. So what are the sentences? Janaki and Rohit burst into laughter. What is special about the kitten? Buy this kitten. Please mummy, buy this kitten. So these are all the examples. These are all the sentences. Beside these sentences, what are there? There are empty blanks. So we have to read each sentence and mention or express what word is going to be used. So what are the words we have to use? Which is mentioned in the green color box. So we are having hints also. What are those hints? Request, suggestion, exclamation, statement, question, advice. So we have to use such words and write it in the blanks according to the sentences. What sentence is expressing? Okay, so let's get started. Janaki and Rohit burst into laughter. So what it would be? Janaki and Rohit were burst into as soon. So what is the story? That the kitten suddenly pounced on the head of the Ramarao. So as soon as they saw this, they both were started laughing. So what it would be? It would be a request? No. Suggestion? No. Exclamation? No. It would be a statement. So it is declaring something, that they both started into laughing as soon as they saw the action of the kitten. So it is statement. We have to first understand the sentence and then write the blanks. Until and unless you will not understand the sentence, you will not able to express the word what it is telling about. So try to speak in English small words, then only you will able to do the grammar. Until and unless you will not able to the grammar part, unless you will try to speak in English. Small words you have to speak in English. Without grammar, the English is not perfect. Without grammar, English language is incomplete. So from first class, we are learning grammar part. So try to speak in English as much as possible. In your home also, from your small sisters or siblings, whoever you are having. So let's move to the second one. What is special about the kitten? What is special about the kitten? And it is, what it is? There is a punctuation mark. What it is? It is question mark. It is mentioning a question mark. So what it would be? It is a type of a question, asking something. And already it has mentioned a question mark also. So we will consider it as it is a question. Okay. So let's move to the third one. Buy this kitten. Buy this kitten is request, suggestion. It is a suggestion, providing some advice that do this or do that, don't do this, stop from that. It is a kind of a suggestion or advice. We will consider this sentence as a suggestion. I hope it is clear to everyone. Next, move to the fourth one. Please mummy, buy this kitten. Please mummy, buy this kitten. It is a kind of a request. You are requesting a mother that please mummy, buy this kitten. So it would be a request. So in this way I have completed 4. Let's move to the fifth one. Rohit, bring that old box here. Rohit, bring that old box here. So what the statement is telling us? Request, suggestion, exclamation, statement, question, advice. So what it is? Rohit, bring that old box here. So it is a kind of a command. So we will consider it is a command. Okay. So it is a kind of a command telling your son or daughter, bring that one, give me a glass of water. Okay. So it is a kind of a command. Let's see the sentence. Read the sentence which is mentioned down the statements. So I have completed the 5, remaining 2 are there, 6 and 7. You try to do by your own. Okay. If it is difficult for you, we'll see in the next class. Try to read the sentence and understand what the sentence is expressing, what it is telling us. It is whether it is a suggestion, whether it is an exclamation, whether it is asking about, telling about a question. Okay. So read it carefully, try to understand it and then fill the blank. So you have studied about declarative, assertive and interrogative sentences in class 4. So in the last class you have already studied about interrogative sentences and declarative sentences. Now let's see what are imperative and exclamatory sentences. Let's see about what are imperative sentences. Sentences which express advice, request, command and suggestion are called imperative sentences. So the sentences which express advice, requesting for something, command means giving order and suggestion, giving some kind of a advice, what to do and what to not do. Okay. So when these words are expressed in a sentence, so these words are called imperative. So that sentence will become imperative sentence. When these words will come into a sentence, then the sentence will come as, considered as a imperative sentence. So is it clear to everyone? Expressing advice, request, command. Command is nothing but giving order. Okay, and suggestion are called imperative sentences. So let's move to the what is exclamatory sentence. So what is exclamatory sentence? A sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling. Some strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. Okay, when a sentence is expressing some kind of a strong or special feeling or kind of a sudden feeling, then that sentence will be considered as a exclamatory sentence. Okay, let's see to the next bit where we are doing the activities. We will able to understand more clearly what is meant by imperative and what is exclamatory. Just now we are going through the definitions. Okay, explanation or the meanings, you can say what is meant by exclamatory sentence and what is meant by imperative sentence. When we will do the activity or exercise part, it will be more clear for us to understand the exact definition also. So let's move to the next bit. Okay, what do you say in the following situations? Okay, so there are some situations we have to express it. When we see or when we talk about it, how we will express. Okay, and how we will go through with it. So let's move to the first one. You see a beautiful flower. So when you see a beautiful flower, what will be your expression? You will be happy, you will be joyful. So how we can express it? So we have to write all this sentence in our own way only, in our own language. Okay, so when we see a beautiful flower, we will express in a way, wow, what a beautiful flower. Got it? No need to write in a difficult English. Use as simple as possible. Why? Because we have to write from our own only. So let's move to the second one. It is a hot day. When we feel a hot day, what we will say? Such a hot day today. Isn't it? Yes or no? We'll say this or not? We'll say such a hot day today. Okay. So in this way I have completed 2. Let's move to the third one also. Remaining you have to do in your homework. Remaining 10 are there. So 3 I'll do for you. So the third one is you meet a clever boy. So when you meet a clever boy or a clever person, what you will say? Wow, what a clever boy he is. Okay. So we must write in this way. Wow, what a clever boy he is. We'll say this way only or not? Yes, we'll say in this way only. Wow, what a clever boy he is. Okay. So remaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 you have to do by yourself. So next one is you read a nice story. So when you read a nice story, what you will say? It's a very nice story. So remaining 5, 6, 7, 8 do by your own. It's very easy. You have to write in your own English, own sentences or in your own way only. So in the next class we'll see the next bit, B bit. Read the following sentences. We will do in the next class. So take out page number 30, B bit. Read the following sentences and write in the brackets the type of each sentence it is. So just now we have studied about what is imperative sentence and what is exclamatory sentence. Okay, so we know the meaning of both the sentences. So reading these statements, we have to fill the brackets what type of sentence it is, whether it is an imperative, whether it is an exclamatory sentence, whether it is a declarative sentence, okay, or whether it is a interrogative sentence. Okay, while seeing the statements we have to consider it what it is. So let's get started. What does it do? So it is a kind of a question and it is mentioned the question mark also. What sentence it is? It is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, what it is? Communication between two persons is called interrogative sentence. Okay. Next is Mummy, let's buy this kitten. Okay. Mummy, let's buy this kitten. It is a kind of request. Okay. So request means which kind of sentence it is? What is the meaning of imperative sentence? The sentence which expresses advice, request, suggestion or command is called imperative sentence. So in this sentence, what the sentence is telling us about? Mummy, let's buy this kitten. So it is a kind of a request. So we will consider it as imperative sentence. I hope it's clear to everyone. Imperative sentence. So let's see the third one. Janaki paid for the kitten. So it is a kind of a statement that it has paid for the kitten. So this sentence is telling about some kind of statement. Okay, paid for the kitten. So we will consider it as declarative sentence. It is declaring something that the Janaki has paid for the kitten. So this sentence is called declarative sentence. Declarative sentence. Fourth one, what a clever kitten it is. So, and having exclamation mark also. So what is the meaning of the exclamation sentence? Sentence that expresses strong and sudden feeling is called exclamatory sentence. So if you don't remember the meaning also, while seeing the symbol of the exclamatory sentence, which is this one, you can write it easily or find it easily that this sentence is a exclamatory sentence. Without any doubt, we have to write exclamatory sentence because it has already mentioned its symbol, exclamatory sentence. So let's move to the next one. Who is the karate master? So Rajarao is asking from the Rohit, who is the karate master? Asking a question, and it has mentioned question mark also. So definitely it will be a interrogative sentence. Communication between two persons, asking something, doing some kind of interrogation is called interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence. Okay, let's move to the sixth one. Please visit again. It is a kind of a request. Request, suggestion, command, advice comes under which sentence? Nothing but imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Okay, seventh one. What's going on here? Already question mark. So it is easy to find out interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Eighth one. Rajarao got an injury on his head. So it is a kind of a statement, not asking question, not advising, not requesting, nothing. So it is considered as declarative, declaring something that got an injury, declare kar diye. So it means declarative sentence, got an injury. Ninth one, Rohit, shut the door. It is a kind of a command. Command means order, okay, saying something. So it is nothing but imperative sentence. Try to learn and memorize the examples of these sentences. For what sentence, what examples are there? For imperative sentence, advice, suggestion, request, command. So easily you should get it that this is called imperative sentence. For exclamatory sentence, sudden and strong feeling, expressing sudden and strong feeling, it will be a exclamatory sentence. Okay. Rohit, shut the door. It is a kind of command. So it is a imperative sentence. So in this way we have completed our grammar and vocabulary of unit 2 Karate Kitten reading A. So in the next class we will move to the reading B, which is poem. The poem is Kitten. Okay. So we will discuss about the poem of unit 2, which is reading B. Okay. Till then, take care. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.